Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilidam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadanti Supadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurum Shri Vidapatakamelam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatham Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadudam Parijana Saidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakham Vidam Sya Ye Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namostude Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpadarubhescha Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Patidanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yoga Shiksharthameka Purusha Purana Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shariradhari Kripambudiryastamaham Prabhadye Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hari Om Tat Sat Hare Krishna. So we welcome all the devotees for today's teachings of Lord Chaitanya class. We are reading from chapter 23 and from this paragraph. In his prayer, Srimad Bhagavatam 1.1.1, the author of Srimad Bhagavatam first proposes that Lord Sri Krishna is the primeval Lord, and if any transcendental nomenclature for the absolute personality of Godhead is to be accepted, it should be the name Krishna, meaning all attractive. So we all know in the first canto, first chapter, first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, Janmadi yasya yatha idaradas charteshu abhijneshwara. Okay. So from whom everything is emanated. Janmadi yasya. Everything is emanated from whom? Okay. With that, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Before this sloka, the starting with Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And who is Vasudeva? Who is Vasudeva?
Son of Vasudeva.
The son of Vasudeva. That is Lord Krishna. So he is that supreme Lord from whom everything emanates. Okay. Whatever is manifested and manifested, everything is coming from supreme, both material and spiritual creation. Okay. Satyam Param Dhimahi, the last. Okay. We meditate upon that supreme absolute truth. Who is that? The son of Vasudeva. Janmadi yasya yatha idaras charteju abhijna swarat. Okay, swarat means he is independent. He is not dependent on anything other than him. We are all interdependent. We are all interdependent. We are dependent on many people, many things, many circumstances. But Lord is swarat. He is independent. Okay. All others are dependent on him. Even the very, very famous gods like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Ganapati, and all are dependent on Supreme Lord Krishna. Ekala Ishvara Krishna are Sababhritya. Ekala Ishvara Krishna. There is only one Ishvara. Who is that? Krishna. Are Sabha Krishna. Rest all are Bhritya means servant. Even Lord Balaram, the first expansion of Lord Sri Krishna, is the first expansion. Krishna is the original. He is the Savior Bhagavan, one who receives the seva. Is called Savior Bhagavan, Lord Sri Krishna. And Lord Balram is the Sevak Bhagwan, one who serves the Supreme Lord. Okay, one who is serving, one who is served. Supreme Lord Krishna is served and Lord Balram is serving. So both are Supreme Personality of Godhead. One is being served, other one is serving. So even that Lord Balram, the first expansion, is not independent. Why? Because the source is Krishna. Okay. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. Ishvara Parama Krishna. Who is Ishvara? Again, Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma is glorifying Supreme Lord Krishna. Krishna, the word meaning is Agashnada Idi Krishna, one who attracts everyone. No, we are also attracted to many people. Suppose there is a very famous, very rich man. We are getting attracted. Why? Because he is very rich. Dhaniye. Sahi hai na? And a person who is very knowledgeable, jnani, we get attracted to that person. A person is very strong, well, we get attracted to that person. Okay, a person who is very renunciant, although he has everything, but he is totally detached, we are attracted to that person. Okay, like that, Krishna has all these attractions. He has full knowledge, full strength, full beauty, fame, renunciation, everything is there. All together, 100% he is having. All these opulences he is having 100%. That's why he is called Akarshana Iti Krishna. Okay, so all attractive. Because he is having 100% all these opulences. We may be rich, but what is our richness? What is our wealth? Compared to the wealth of Lord Sri Krishna, who is a proprietor, controller, master of this universe, or not this universe, this whole creation. He is the proprietor of everything, both material and spiritual. But in comparison to that, what is our wealth? What is the wealth of Bill Gates? Nothing. Okay. In no time, he can become pauper. In no time. That is his wealth. Okay. Beauty. Our beauty fades away. Just like, for example, we pluck a rose flower in the morning. Evening, just see. What is the status of that rose flower? It fades away. The beauty goes. The softness goes. Everything, it is faded, deteriorated. Similarly, our beauty is also deteriorating, getting faded away as the time progresses. Our bell, our strength. What is our strength? We can lift, say, for example, 100 kilo, 150 kilo, 200 kilo max. Some people may be able to lift that. Average person may lift some 20 kilo, 25 kilo. But some Pailwan may lift some 100, 150 kilo. Okay, that is it. But the whole universe, all the planetary system is being carried by, just like what you call Balram on his hoods, Ananda Shesha, without any effort. It is just like mustard seed on the hood of Lord Balram Ananda Shesha. Okay, that is it. And knowledge. What's our knowledge? What exactly yesterday at this time we were doing, we don't know. That is our memory. At this point of time, yesterday what we were doing, can anyone say? Okay, what we had in breakfast yesterday morning, we have to break our head. Okay, we don't know that. But here, Lord Krishna knows past, present, and future. Every nook and corner of his creation, whatever is happening, he knows past, present, and future. He's called omniscient, all-knowing. Okay. In spite of having all these things, he is totally renounced, detached. He doesn't have any attachment to this. But when we have some money or some power, some name, fame, and everything, we are attached to that. If you lose that, our life is gone. We are totally collapsed, isn't it? Suppose, especially the film stars, the sports stars, the models, if they lose their beauty, they are no more in the industry. There are people who even commit suicide because they are no more beautiful, isn't it? So this is beauty. So they are not detached. They are so much attached to this. Whereas Lord Krishna is totally detached. in spite of having all these opulences, he's totally aloof. So that's why Lord Krishna is called, all attractive, 100%. He has all these opulences, but in spite of that, he's totally detached. So he's a primeval Lord. That's why Brahma said, Ishvara Parama Krishna. Okay, he is a Param Ishvara, Krishna. Okay, there is no equivalent for Krishna. Then people may ask, okay, Lord Ram is there, Balram is there, Parshuram is there, Narasimha is there, Matsya, Kurma, Varaha. These are all different incarnations of same Lord Krishna. So what is the difference between this incarnation and Lord Krishna? He is the same Lord Krishna only, but there is some differences. What is the difference? Can anyone say? Why Lord Krishna is the source of all incarnation? Why he is full and why others are apparently not full? They are also full. Okay, but apparently not full. So what is lacking in those incarnations? What is the difference? Purushottam Prabhu, Parag Prabhu, what is the difference?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Krishna shows all 64 qualities, Prabhuji. Others are showing the less quality. They have all the qualities, but they don't display those qualities, Prabhuji.
Yes, very good. So Krishna is the source of all incarnation, all emanation, but he shows all the 64 qualities. He exhibits that. So when Lord Krishna came to this material world in the Bhumi Vrindavan, he exhibited all the qualities. He exhibited all the qualities, that is his Leela. Okay, there are especially 4 qualities which other godheads doesn't exhibit. It doesn't mean that they don't have it. Lord Ram, he came as a Maryada Purushottama. He came as a Maryada Purushottam. And Lord Krishna came as Leela Purushottam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came as Prema Purushottam. Okay. So in Krishna Leela, you can enjoy all the mellows. Okay. On, say, for example, Lord Ram also had friends. Those friends cannot sit on the shoulder of Lord Ram, can they? Did any time Hanuman sat on the shoulder of Lord Ram? No. So that mellow is not exhibited by Lord Ram. But on the shoulder of Lord Krishna, Balram sat, Madhumangal sat, so many Gopas sat, So that is a different mellow. That's a different mellow. That's a different mellow altogether. So even though Lord Rama is complete, is a Purna avatar, but he doesn't exhibit all the qualities that Lord Krishna has exhibited. Now, to differentiate Lord Krishna from other godheads, there are 4 only Krishna exhibits. Can anyone say? 4 qualities only Krishna exhibits. Yes, Parag Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I know 2, 3, Prabhuji. This is Venu Madhuri, Roop Madhuri. Other 2, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Leela Madhuri, Prabhuji.
Leela Madhuri. Yeah. Rupa Madhuri, Venu Madhuri, Prema Madhuri, and what is that? Leela, did we say Leela Madhuri?
No, Prabhuji. Not yet. So, Roop, Prem, Leela.
Prem, Leela,
and Prema.
Venu Madhuri.
So these are the 4 qualities only Lord Krishna exhibits. Who has flute? Only Krishna. Does Narasimha play flute? He doesn't play flute. What about Lord Ram? No. What about Rasa Leela? Does anyone do? Okay. Prema. Only Lord Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came as a sannyasi. So what is the question of doing prema for him? But he was enjoying these leelas because he knew very well that is not material, that is totally transcendental. Rupa. Can anyone match the beauty of Krishna? Can any other god match? The Tribhanga Lalita form of Lord Krishna, so beautiful. Isn't it? So this is, Rupa Madhuri. So Rupa Madhuri, Venu Madhuri, Leela Madhuri, Prema Madhuri. So these 4 qualities, only Lord Krishna exhibits. Only Lord Krishna, nobody else. So out of 64 qualities, these are the 4 standing out qualities that only Lord Krishna has. Okay. So all 60 other qualities, other goddess like Lord Ram and Balram and all exist, but this is specifically only attributed to Lord Krishna. So Ishvara Parama Krishna is the supreme God, Krishna. And what sort of form he has? Satchidananda Vigraha. Vigraha means a form. Krishna is not abstract light. He has a form like you and me, but our forms are material. His form is transcendental. That's why it is said Sat Chit Ananda Vigraha, a form of Sat, eternity, Chit, full of knowledge, Ananda, full of bliss. Form of Satchidananda Vigraha. Anadir Adir Govinda. Okay, Anadir means no beginning, no Adi, beginningless. Okay, if you just check who is our father. Okay, we know father. Who is our grandfather? We know. We know our great grandfather. Again, great grandfather. At last, where we will reach? We'll reach Krishna. And who is father of Krishna? Anadir is called beginningless. Okay, if he has a father, if he has a source, then he cannot be Supreme Lord. He cannot be Supreme Lord. So he is the source of everything. That's why in Bhagavad Gita also Lord Krishna says, Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo. From me emanates everything. He is ultimate. Okay, there is no cause for him. Satchidananda Vigraha, Anadir, Adir. Then now here Adir is the original. He is the original person. Okay, for example, Prabhupada also gives an example. So there are 1,000 candle lit up in a room. There are 1,000 candles lit up in a room, but there is one original candle from where all other candles are lit up. That original is always original. Like that, Krishna has so many incarnations, but Lord Krishna is the original, Adir. And who is he? Govinda. He is also known as Govinda. What is the meaning of Go?
So many meanings, Prabhuji, for
Yes.
the Go means cow, Go means Indriya, Go says Govardhan also.
Yes, so many meanings. Especially it relates to cows. Okay, Govinda, who is the Gopala also, who is raising the cows. Lord Krishna likes 2 people. One is Go, that is cows, and Brahmana. That's why we say Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Go Brahmana Hidaya Cha, Jagat Hidaya Krishnaya, Govindaya Namo Namaha. Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Go Brahmana Hidaya Cha. Go means cows and Brahmana is Brahmanas. Why Brahmanas? Because they are pure devotees of the Lord. It's not that the present day is Brahmana. The present day Brahmanas are by birth. Brahmanas have to possess certain qualities. So who possesses those qualities are called Brahmana. So Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of all causes. For him, there is no cause. If there is a cause for him, he cannot be God. So Sarva Karana Karanam is the cause of all causes. So this is a glorification done by Lord Brahma in his meditation. He could see the spiritual world and Krishna and everything. So he was glorifying Supreme Lord Krishna, who Lord Brahma. So that's why even in Srimad Bhagavatam, the first canto, first chapter, first verse says that I meditate upon this supreme absolute truth, who is Vasudeva, who is the son of Vasudeva, who is Krishna, from whom everything is emanated. Janmadi asyeda idaras chartesh abhitnya swarat. He is swarat, he is independent. Yeah? He is not under the clutches of Maya. He is not under the dependency of anything or anyone. So this is the transcendental nature of Krishna. Krishna meaning all attractive. So why is all attractive? He has 100% all the opulences what we have mentioned. All strength, all beauty, all name, all fame, all power, then what is that? All knowledge and all renunciation. These are the 6. Shad Aishwarya. Okay. The Padma Purana quotes, especially it is quoted by our Vyasadev's father, Parasara Muni. Okay. This is, what is that sloka? Aishwaryasya samagrasya Veerasya Yasasya Jnana Vairagyoschaiva Shannam Bhaga Idin Gana. Okay. Shannam Bhaga. Bhaga means opulences. One who possesses. One who possesses all these 5 opulences can be called Bhagavan. Okay. Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Veerasya Yasasya Sriya Jnana Vairagyoschaiva Shannam Bhaga Idin Gana. So that's why he's called all attractive, because he possesses all the opulences in 100%. We also have this, we are also having beauty, fame, knowledge, power and everything, but in very, very minute quantity, because we are part and parcel of that Supreme Lord. We also possess in very, very minute quantity. That's why, Lord Krishna alone, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord has affirmed in many passages that he is the original personality of Godhead. Okay. Maya Adhyakshana Prakriti Aham Sarvasya Prabho. Okay. Many places he says, Ananyas Chindayando Mam Yajana Paripasade, Tesham Nityabhyuktanam Yoga Kshemam Mahamyam, Sarvadharman Paritijya Mam Ekam Sharanam Gaja, Ham Tuam Sarva Papebhyo Moksha Yakshami Masucha. So, whichever sloga. Yes, Kapil Prabhu, you wanted to ask something?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare
Can you
Krishna.
hear me?
Yeah.
I
Hare Bol.
No?
Hare Krishna.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. Prabhuji, 5th one I forget. You mentioned 5. So beauty, fame, power, knowledge. Which one was the 5th?
Wealth and renunciation, Prabhuji.
Okay, wealth, huh?
Wealth and
Wealth.
renunciation.
Okay, wealth. Okay. Hare
Okay.
Krishna.
Shad Aishwaryam, 6 opulences. Okay. So he is the original personality of Godhead, and this was confirmed by Arjuna, who cited great sages like Narada, Vyasa, and many others. So in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna declares this: Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan, Purusham Shashudam Divyam Adi Devam Majam Mehum, Ahustam Rishaye Sarve Devarshi Nardastada, Ashito Devalo Vyaso Soyam Cheva Bravishime. What he says, he is giving 9 qualities. Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan, Purusham, Shashudam, Divyam, Adi Devam, Ajam Vibhum. These are all qualities of Lord Krishna. And what further he says? Ha ahustam rishaya sarve devarshi narda. This is not just my opinion. Devarshi narda sada ashito devalo vyaso. Everybody is declaring, it is just not my opinion. All the saintly personalities like Narda, Ashita, Devala, Vyasa, everybody is declaring this. And not only that, Soyam Chaiva Pravishime, you yourself are also declaring it. What more evidences you want? Because throughout Bhagavad Gita, whatever Krishna speaks, each and every sloga that he speaks, we can derive this meaning that he is the Supreme Personality of God, directly or indirectly. So based on that, and based on the experience of Arjuna with Krishna, he is telling that he is Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan, Purusham, Shashudam, Divyam, Adidevam. Adidevam means original personality of God. Ajam, unborn. Vibhum, great. So these are the qualification that Arjuna is denoting to Lord Krishna. So this is not just my opinion. Ashita, Devala, Vyasa, Narada, everybody confirms the same thing. Because people should not, misunderstand. Oh, Arjuna and Krishna are friends. So Arjuna is flattering Krishna. People should not mistake that. That's why he's, emphasizing this. Narada, Ashrita, Devala, Vyasa, everybody confirms this, not just my opinion. Because of, friendship, people may think that, Arjuna is just flattering. He likes Krishna so much, so he's flattering. No, this is the confirmation given by all these great saintly personalities also. And apart from that, what he says, that you yourself are declaring this. That's what here it is said. Okay, who cited great sages like Narada, Vyasa, and many others. Also in the Padma Purana, it is stated that of the innumerable names of the Lord, the name Krishna is the principal one. So as we explained, Krishna is all attractive. Why is all attractive? Because he possesses all the 6 opulences in full. That's why this name Krishna is the prime name of Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is the reason. And although all different forms of the Lord are identical with Vasudeva, in the next Vasudeva principally in this text, Vasudeva principally indicates the divine son of Vasudeva and Devaki. So in this context, in the first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, it indicates son of Vasudeva and Devaki, who is Krishna. Sri Krishna is always meditated upon by the Paramahamsas. So all the transcendentalists are meditating on whom? On Lord Sri Krishna. Those who are most perfect in the renounced order of life. Vasudeva or Lord Sri Krishna is the cause of all causes, and everything that exists is an emanation from him. How this is so is explained in later chapters of Srimad Bhagavatam. So ours is not that many gods. We have a tendency to say that we have, what is that, polytheism? No. Ours is monotheism. We have only one God. Rest all is empowered representation. It's on expansion, but God is only one, that is Krishna. That's why it said everything that exists is an emanation from him. That's what exactly given in this verse. Janmadi, Janma means that gives life, gives birth. Krishna is the original personality of Godhead, and he is only one God. We don't have many gods. There is only one God, who is Krishna. The rest all are his empowered representations, his expansions. Ete cha amsha kalapumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Srimad Bhagavatam says. Ete cha amsha kalapumsa. All others are his expansions, portions or portions of the portions or portions of the portions of the portions. But Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan, nobody else. So it is very emphatically given or explained in this paragraph. So any comments or any questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is means Gunavatar, Leelavatar means
Krishna.
Premavatar.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not avatar. He is avatari.
He's Avatari.
Yes. He is Krishna himself.
Oh.
Avatari means from whom all avataras comes. He is the source. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. Just like I was explaining to Minimadaji before the class. He came, he is combined form of Radha and Krishna. He came in the guise of a devotee to set an example how a devotee should live to get Krishna. He did not come as God. He did not declare it publicly that he is God, Krishna himself. That's why his avatara or his name is given this Channa avatara. Channa means hidden. Hidden avatara. It's not publicly given. But the in so many scriptures, his appearance is predicted. Okay. That's why this Krishna Varnam Tisa Krishnam Sango Pangastra Pashadam Yetne Sankirtana Prayer Yajandi Hi Sumedasa. In Srimad Bhagavatam it is in the 11th canto. It says Krishna Varnam Tisa Krishnam. Krishna Varna means repeating the syllables or glorifying the word Krishna, the person Krishna, Varna. Okay, Krishna Varnam, Tisa Akrishnam. Tisa means complexion, the color. So what sort of color he has? Tisa Akrishnam. Krishna, another meaning is also black. Okay, Akrishnam, not blackish. So what is this color? Golden. So it is indirectly, it's not directly given in Srimad Bhagavatam, but directly given many other scriptures also. Krishna Varnam, Tisa Akrishna. The color is not Krishna, that means black, is golden combination. Sangha, Upanga, Astra, Parshadam. How did he come? He did not come alone. He came with Sangha, associates, Upanga, sub-associates. Astra, he also came. Whenever Lord comes, he comes with Lord Krishna came with what? Sudarshan Chakra. Lord Rama came with what? Bow and arrow. Okay. Parashurama came with what? Axe. Right? And our Narasimha Deva, he came with mace. So like that, every avatara, every god comes with some weapon. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also came with a weapon. What sort of weapon? What weapon did he bring?
Harinam.
Yes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare. So all other avatars killed the sinful personalities, sinful person. Here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not kill them. He killed that sinful tendency or demonic nature of the people. That is what he did with the Harinam. So, Sangha, Upanga, Astra, Parshadam. Parshadam means companion. Okay. Kalo Sankirtana prior, in the age of Kali. What is the process? Sankirtana. So he inaugurated the Sankirtana movement in the age of Kali. Sankirtana prior, Ejanti, he Sumedasa. Who will worship this incarnation, this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Medha means intelligent. Sumedha means very intelligent. So the very intelligent class of people will worship this incarnation of that Supreme Lord Krishna, who glorified the name of Krishna, who came not in the color of Krishna, but in golden complexion, with the associates, companions, servants, and the Hare Krishna mantra. So the people who are very, very intelligent will worship that Supreme Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is in the Srimad Bhagavatam, indirectly given the details of appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the age of Kali, just 520 years before, which was written by Vyasadeva 5,000 years before. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared just 520 years before. So Vyasadeva already predicted that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to appear, who is none other than Krishna, who is Avatari, and his color is like that. He will come with so and so people, and he will propagate this Harinam Sankirtana. Already predicted and wrote down in Srimad Bhagavatam. Not only in Srimad Bhagavatam, there are at least 30 plus slokas directly hinting. Vai Purana, Garuda Purana, this Purana, that Purana. So many slokas are there about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance, that he will come as the son of Sachimada Jagannath Mishra in Mayapur. Okay. Even giving the name of his parents, where he is and what he will do in different Puranas, at least 30 plus. In Atharva Veda, there is a Chaitanya Kanda. There are so many verses about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as I told you, appeared just 520 years back, but these are all written just 5,000 years back by Vyasadeva. Even not only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if you see Ramanujacharya, Shankaracharya, Chanakya, Ashok Chakravarti, all, it is written 5,000 years back. All these personalities, came where just few hundred years back. Chanakya, maybe 400, 500, 600 years back, maybe 700, 600, 700 years back. Ashok, Chakravarti Ashok, Ramanujacharya is there, Shankaracharya, all of them, their names are there in the Puranas or in the Vedic literatures. All of them recently only came, few hundred years. So that is our Vedic literatures. So it is Smriti and Shruti. All the Vedas are Shruti, and the Itihasas like Ramayana, Mahabharata, these are all called Smriti, Puranas are Smriti. Okay. From this Shruti and Smriti, we get to know all this, all the history. Now some people say Mahabharata or Ramayana. These are all, concocted stories, speculated stories. No, Mahabharata has happened. Okay, Kurukshetra is still there. That name is still known. Ayodhya is still there. Vrindavan is still there. Mathura is still there. Everything is there. Radha Kund, Shyam Kund, Govardhan, Keshi Ghat, Kali Ghat, everything is there. All the Mahavans, 12 Mahavans that is given in the scriptures are still there. So it's not a story. It's all happened. So unfortunately, our people doesn't believe in our scriptures. They think that, these are all stories, made up of stories, and Vyasadeva is a literary personality. He has concocted so many things and written down. No, if you refer any scriptures, you will not find any variation. Yes, there may be variation because the leelas of the Supreme Lord and his pure devotees, varies from kalpa to kalpa or yuga to yuga. So that difference will be there. Otherwise, everything is all intact. Okay, so any other questions?
Prabhuji, Kashi is a very old city, right?
Yeah.
Very, very, very old city.
Yes.
From the beginning, I think.
Kashi is also.
But Bhagwan ने कोई लीला वहाँ क्यों नहीं की?
Yes, Kashi is the hub of Mayavadi sannyasis, Mayavadi, especially after Adi Shankaracharya. Okay, he has his hub is there. So all those who are in the Kashi, they were all following impersonalism, Mayavada philosophy. So that is the reason Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went there and he held a debate with Prakashananda Saraswati, who was the very famous Mayavadi philosopher of that time. Okay, with his humility, with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's humility, he could win the heart of Prakashananda Saraswati. And along with Prakashananda Saraswati, there are 60,000 disciples. All of them got converted into Vaishnavism. So it's a hub of Mayavada philosophy.
That city is for not means for Mayavadis or
it's a hub of Vedic studies. Vedic, actually, the Vedas and Upanishads, the Mayavada philosophers, they give importance to Upanishads, Vedas and Upanishads. But the Vaishnava, devotees, they give importance to Srimad Bhagavatam. Why? Because Srimad Bhagavatam is the narration of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his pure devotees. And it is called Amala Purana. Okay, so Bhagavad Gita is spoken directly by the Supreme Lord by his lotus mouth, and Srimad Bhagavatam is about the Supreme Lord and his devotees, the pastimes. So these are the, Prabhupada says Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and I think Nectar of Devotion or something. These 4 books are enough. First of all, we cannot learn Vedas, 4 Vedas, nor Upanishads, and understand and live our life in this age of Kali. Our age is limited. Okay, in Bhagavatam, it's very clearly indicated. Prayena alpayusha sabhya kalo asmin yuge janaha mandaha sumanda madayo manta bhagya ubhadarva. Prayena alpayusha. Okay, we are short-lived in the age of Kali. We have hardly 100 years. Okay, by 50, 60, 70 and all, we take ticket. Okay, we don't go beyond that. But in the age of Satya, they are all living 100,000 years. In the age of Treda, they were living 10,000 years. In the age of Dwapara, they were living 1,000 years. Now it has reduced to 100 years. That also not 100 years, 60, 70, 80. So we do have time? No, we don't have time to study all these Vedic literatures. First of all, the language. Do we know Sanskrit? No. To be a scholar in Sanskrit, at least minimum 12 years continuous study should be there. Only then you will understand Sanskrit. And even if we know Sanskrit, can we understand all the inner meanings of these Vedas and Puranas? No. We need, saintly personalities, gurus. Okay. And can we apply all these principles in our life? It's not possible. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Prakashananda Saraswati in Varanasi, No, my spiritual master told me that I'm a fool, because Prakashananda Saraswati told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that you are a sannyasi, young sannyasi. You are supposed to study Vedas and Upanishads, instead of showing this sentimentalism of, chanting and dancing, come with us, please study Vedas and Upanishads, be one among us. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Prakashananda Saraswati, my dear Swamiji, my dear Acharya, my spiritual master told me that I'm a great fool. You just chant this Hare Krishna mantra, that is enough. Actually, through this humility, he won the heart of Prakashananda Saraswati, and they were shocked. Actually, when he went there in the Kashi, in their audience, in their place, where did he go? He went and sat where all the slippers were kept. He was sitting there, whereas all these sannyasis, transcendentalists, these Mayavadi sannyasis were sitting in elevated positions, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went and, very humbly sat down where all the slippers were collected and kept. Then Prakashananda Saraswati called him, please come, why you are sitting there? Don't be a sentimentalist. Don't just keep chanting and waste your time. Study Vedas, study Upanishads. Then he said, my spiritual master said, I'm a great fool. Just chant Hare Krishna mantra, that's enough. That is what he said. And then slowly, but although he showed humility at that particular time, sitting in that place, but then when the debate started, he was a lion. He was a lion, and he could rip apart all the philosophy, all the doctrines that they put forward, the Mayavadis. And they got convinced that this philosophy, Vaishnava philosophy, is the ultimate philosophy. So he taught them Achinta Beda Abeda Tattva. So they all accepted. They all accepted Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, these doctrines, and converted to Vaishnavism. He could have done that, but he didn't want to. He wanted his followers to do some job, isn't it? So he can convert wherever he went, whomever he met, all of them got converted to Vaishnavism, chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, because other things are not possible for us in the age of Kali. Studying Vedas, Upanishads, and all these things. Jnana Marga is not meant for the age of Kali, and it is incomplete also. So Varanasi is the hub of Mayavada philosophers, and it's meant for Vedic studies. So all the great Mayavada philosophers comes from that place. It's a hub of these people. Okay, Mataji?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Any other questions or?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Another Leela is he gave the instruction to Sanatan Goswami also, Prabhuji, there in Banaras.
Yes. Yeah, as Prabhuji rightly said, 2 months, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught Sanatana Goswami about the principles of bhakti, about Bhakti Marga. What is bhakti? Because we have different processes to attain liberation or salvation or self-realization: Karma Marga, Jnana Marga, Dhyana Marga, and Bhakti Marga. So bhakti is relevant in this age especially, and bhakti is a culmination of all other paths also. Bhakti has karma, bhakti has dhyana, bhakti has jnana. Bhakti has bhakti. So it's a culmination of all other processes and paths. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught Sanatana Goswami 2 months. Then he was instructed to write bhakti literature. Their contribution of bhakti literature, Brihad Bhagavatamrita, so many literature he has written, Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami also, and Jiva Goswami. Altogether, our Vedas, if you 4 Vedas, 18 major Puranas, 18 Upapuranas, 109 Upanishads, and so many commentaries, all these things together, 400,000 verses. Jiva Goswami alone has written above 400,000 verses. Just imagine. Okay, Vyasadeva has written all these, 400,000 plus verses. If you see all the Vedas, the Idihasas, the Puranas, the Upanishads, and everything. But Jiva Goswami alone has given 400,000 plus verses. That is his contribution. It's not an ordinary personality. He is the nephew of Rupa Sanatana Goswamis.
Even the Sanskrit, the Vyakaran also, he converted everything in the name of Krishna only.
Yes. Everything is related to Krishna. They are not ordinary, people. They are all direct Parshad. That's why he said, Parshad, associates, companions. Sangha, Upanga, Asra, Parshad. He did not come alone. He wanted to give the credit to all his associates and companions and servants.
So it means, Prabhuji, Kashi is a very important place for the Vaishnavas.
Not
Not
exactly
only for
Vaishnavas, for the Mayavada philosophers. Yeah, that is.
But the Param Vaishnava Prabhuji is staying there only.
It's a place for jnanis.
But Param Vaishnava, Shiva is there, so it is.
Yeah, definitely. See, that's why, because people, we know who Lord Shiva is, but people in general don't see Lord Shiva as Lord Shiva, Param Vaishnava. In Bhagavatam, Nimna Ganam Yada Ganga, what is Devanam Achyuto Yada, Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambho, Purananam Idam Tada. Okay, so Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu. All the Vaishnavas is Shambhu, Lord Shiva. But people in general treat Lord Shiva as a separate God. He is the Supreme Lord. But Lord Shiva doesn't like to be addressed as the Supreme Lord. He is Param Vaishnava. He is a servant of that Supreme Lord Vishnu. That is his position. He is also chanting. He also has a Javamala. So what is he chanting? Whom he is chanting? Whose name? He is also chanting the name of Narayana. He is also an expansion. He is also an incarnation of Supreme Lord. But his role is different. That's all. So the understanding is different. That's only it. The understanding of the general public about Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma, this is different. We have to understand Lord Brahma is a living entity. We all know from the Srimad Bhagavatam and other literatures, Lord Brahma is the chief living entity. He is the chief living entity. From him, the Visarga, the secondary creation starts. He is Jiva Tattva. Shiva is a different Tattva, Shiva Tattva. He is not Jiva Tattva also, he is not Vishnu Tattva also. His Tattva is different. He is Shiva Tattva. Just like, in Brahma Samhita, Brahma gives the example of milk and curd. Milk and curd, is there difference? Yes. If not, is there no difference? No difference. Both we can say. What is derived from milk is curd. Curd cannot become milk. Milk, by mixture of some chemicals, tamarind, something, it can be converted into curd. Curd cannot become milk. That is the relationship Krishna and. So Krishna has become Shiva, but Shiva cannot become Krishna. So this is a difference. What is that slogan in Brahma Samhita? Anyone remembers? Kshiram Yadadita. What is that? I don't forget. Kshiram. Madaji, you remember that slogan?
Kshiram Dadi Vikar Vishesha Yoga.
Yeah, that how the milk has transformed into curd. Similarly, Lord Krishna has transformed as Lord Shiva. How the milk has, but milk is always original, and milk is always milk only. From milk, you can make curd, ghee, butter, and many other products. But from butter or ghee, can you make milk? It is not possible. So original is always Krishna. So this is the example or comparison given by Lord Brahma about Lord Shiva. Is it clear, Mataji? Any other?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
How we can say the significance of this Haridwar, Rishikesh and all?
Haridwar, Rishikesh, these are all holy places, okay? Because Adi Shankaracharya has in Haridwar, he has established what you call temples, okay, dedicated to Lord Vishnu. This Haridwar, yes. Kedarnath is also there. It's also important place. Rishikesh.
Badrinath,
So many
Kedarnath.
saintly personalities are staying there. These are holy places. These are holy places.
Actually, Prabhuji, Kapil Prabhu, the Ganga touched the ground level on Haridwar. Till Haridwar, it is on the mountains. And when you say the Rishikesh, like the Rishis Jatas, the different Gangas comes and get merged till Rishikesh
in one Ganga.
in one Ganga. That means from there, this is called Ganga.
Yeah, correct. And sir, it origin from that Gangotri and what they call it, right?
Yes, Prabhuji. Gangotri means Gangotri comes Bhagirathi, Prabhuji. Then Alaknanda comes from Badrinath. Then so many Mandakini comes from Kedarnath. Then so many other streams also come in the middle. So all they club together. Karnaprayag, Devrayag, they club together. From Devrayag they call Ganga. But still this coming in the mountain only. From the mountain when it's touch the ground level, it's called Haridwar.
But
Okay,
for the
Devrayag, what you said, Prabhu, about Devrayag?
There are so many 5 prayags are there, Prabhuji, where the Sangams are there. Two rivers clubs together.
Correct.
Karnaprayag, Devrayag, Rudraprayag. So there is 5 prayags are there.
Okay, clear.
Yeah, I mistook. Not Haridwar, Badrikashram I said. Badrikashram there is. Okay, not Haridwar. Haridwar and Rishikesh is a different place. I mistook it as Badrikashram. Okay, Badrikashram is, Adi Shankaracharya's, Badrikashram, Kedarnath, Badrinath, these are all places. So Badrikashram, Uddhava was sent. Lord Krishna has not gone there. So sages in Badrikashram did not get the association of Lord Krishna. So Lord Krishna told Uddhava, no, actually Uddhava wanted to, go along with Krishna to the spiritual world. Said, you have got some more duty because I did not give association to the sages in the Badrikashrama. So you go and, teach them, give them spiritual teachings. So Uddhava went.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. Anything else?
Thank you,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Very
So I
nice.
will.
Very nice class.
Hare Krishna.
Very nice class.
So I'll stop here. Next week, we'll start from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay. So we took only one para today. But I explained because our Mini Mataji and Amit Prabhu are that's why,
We are new for this.
A lot of questions also got answered.
Yes,
Today I
yes.
was watching video on Upanishads. So they were telling, so you answered that during